Get on her, bud. More? Oh, sound like his car is farting. Anyways, still farting. Anyways, g'day tubes, how's she hanging? Pretty good here. We got the shed warmed up here today. Got a little issue I want to look at. Ooh, it's actually shut off too. Got a little issue with my pressure washer I want to look at. You guys remember we changed the pump on this. The old pump's still up there actually. Right there, right there. This one, see here, this one. The old pump that came on that thing. Kind of screwy and the plungers went screwy, remember? The pump I think is fine on this, but I changed the oil when I was done with it last fall. Now, and I don't know where from, now I got oil leaking. I think it's out of this base plate cover on the back here. So I'm like, anyways, yeah, you can see like the puddle of oil there, right? That's not kind of so good. So what I want to do is, and this thing's been all winterized for winter here. So what I want to do is, got my Honda here. This engine is all right, and I would have probably left it on and just kept running it. That's their Power Fist. It's a 15 horse though. I don't really know if it's actually 15 or not. This one's only a 9, but I think comparing the two of them together, this would be just about as equivalent as that thing. Holds a little bit less fuel. That's okay though. This one does have a lot bigger tank. What I want to do is pull the engine off. I think it would be better to pull the whole thing off, pump and everything, because if I remember right, it was really hard to get this thing on here. I can't exactly remember what I had to do now. But yeah, I don't know why it's leaking though. It might have been leaking before. I just really hope it's not the pump, which is good. It's not the pump. It could be a rear seal on the engine, or it could be this gasket that goes through between these cases. One reason I was kind of wanting to change it anyways is I'm just not happy with this engine. I mean, yes, it runs, but sometimes when you go to start it, it was a real pig to get started, like real pig. And I'm like, what the heck's going on here? Like, you'd start it, so what you do, you get everything all pressurized, you get the tap turned on, you get your hoses there, you're holding your gun, squeezing the trigger, so you're not building that pressure when you're pulling it, because it will build pressure and then it gets that's really hard to pull, right? So you're squeezing it and you're pulling it. It'll run, it'll start, but it'll be like ba 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 ba. It's like it's missing spark or something. I don't know. But anyways, I didn't really like it for that fact. I'm just not 100% sure if it'll still fit on here. It looks like it's pretty much the same footprint. We can give her a quick little measurement here, maybe. I got my little tape here. And we'll say from middle of that bolt to middle of that bolt is, let's say 4 inches. So, actually that's not going to give me a good measurement. Let's go from, say, the start of that bolt to the end of this bolt, which would be about 4 3/4. Yeah, I think that's pretty darn good there. Okay, so I want to investigate too why this is leaking oil. Of course, we'll have to get it off and take the pump off, and I'll check all that in there. Hopefully this comes off all right. But anyways, what do we got under here? We got some bolts. It looks like I'll just probably get the wrenches in there and the ratchet stuff. I don't think I really need to fire up air tools for this, but Anyway, we'll get you on the tripod here and start tearing this apart. Come on, buddy. There you go. Alright, first of all I'm going to just wipe this oily stuff off of here. Really looks like it's coming out of the bottom, but I don't know if it's like the main engine seal or if it is that gasket, but I don't remember seeing it though last, you know, when I was using it. Maybe because I kept washing it off, or I don't know. I always give it a quick little psh when I'm done with you know, the day of washing, right? So anyway, so these look like look like a metric. They are, well, maybe not. That's kind of weird. Okay. Well, I thought they would have been a metric there, but let's try a. Oh, they gotta be a metric. Okay. I'm missing something here. 12's too small. 13's about ½ inch, but ooh, well, that's weird. Seriously, can't be a 14. I don't even have a 14. Who the heck would make a 14 millimeter? Really? Well, let's check out in here. That is seriously a 14 mil. But it's not under there. That is weird. Under here will probably be a 13. Yeah. Huh. Well, how the crap am I going to do that? Because those are lock nuts and under here. They're locking it on, and I gotta get something good in there to get onto that. So a 14, huh? Well, you know I got a 14 in my other garage. I got another kit here. I'll check this one too. And of course they're all no metrics in this one. Alright, well that's kind of stupid. That's kind of dumb. So, I guess we'll have to go get a 14. Let's hold that. I don't have anything interesting. I don't have a 14. It goes 10, 12, 13, 15. Oh, never mind, I do have a 14. I just have it in the wrong slot. Tripped you! I got you on that one, didn't I? No, I'm just kidding. That should be good. That'll hold a minute. Okay. Tricked you! Funny enough, actually, those wrench set there, I usually leave them in the containers they come in. This fell on the floor on me one day there, and boom! I got them all picked up. I'm like, darn it, I'm missing one, and it was that 14. So I'm glad I found it. But I must have threw it back in the wrong feller there or something. Alright, we need that. Gonna need another extension. Oh, crap. Got one extension here, but it's like miles too long. Oh, come on, really? Yeah, kidding me there, bud. Well, the only extension I got here is definitely too long. So what I got here is a little universal joint. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. I just need to get it away from the frame here, right? Dripping oil. Yeah, you can't be dripping oil. That's not a good thing. Okay, I don't know if I like universal joint. better. I didn't expect these to be that tight. Okay, I might have to fire up some air. Just can't get my coordination here. 14. Where the heck do you come up with a 14 millimeter head? I've seen lots of 13, 14? I don't know, that seems fishy to me. Fishy and stuff. So a little update on the corn grain grinder. I've got it all sandblasted. Took a wee bit because I was having problems with my sandblaster, but I got it all sandblasted. And I got it all primed. It's all primed now, so that's ready to go. Well, I've got crap going on here. Now this one's a 13. Doesn't feel right, that's for sure. Yeah, so it's all primed, ready to go. I'm gonna bring her up one of these days here, and think I can get it warm enough in here to paint it. I don't know. Yeah, that's a 13. What the crap? I don't understand that, but so yeah, it's all primed, ready to go, cleaned up pretty good. I didn't actually take it apart any more than what we did up here. I'm like, nah, I probably don't need to get it right apart. I'm just gonna take it right apart and get it all cleaned out. For all it's doing, just dump that. It smelled like gear oil in it. Anyway, dump that out, and it'll take a while to drain out, and just dump some new stuff in. I think it's not like I'm using it like 8 hours a day, right? So that is odd because they are different size heads on these bolts. Yeah, let's just wipe these off of here. These are definitely, if I can get you here, these are definitely two different sizes. Same length though. That is weird. I'll probably get American-made bolts. we'll call it. Okay, I've got to flip it around. These stupid tires never held air. Junk. I just actually had to do a repair on my, what do we got here? These look like both 14s. I just had to do a repair on one of these little tires. It's pretty much exactly like that for my two-wheel cart that I got here. Show you that guy there. The one tire, it had a pinhole in it. How, where, why, I don't know, but it had a pinhole. So that cart has plastic rims on it, if you can believe that. And they're not too bad, but I don't think I'd want to load them up too hard. These both look like 14s on here, so you got me. So technically, I put this other engine on here. There should be more room. I'm not 100% sure if it will be or not though, but it should be smaller, like narrower. Oh man, it should be narrower. So it might not be so close to the handle, but we'll see. We shall see. But the pump worked good itself. Like, it did pressure washed a pile of monuments for me this past summer. So think I did about 450 monuments out there, roughly. Just gives me a little something more to do, right? My choice, though. You know, because I got nothing, absolutely nothing against the monument companies, but they charge a lot of money to come out and wash a stone. They got overhead, though, right? I fully understand that, but you got to pay for their overhead and for the guy to come up to do it and whatever have you, so you got to do it that way. But okay, let's get this on the bench. Just pull these tools out of the way for a moment. Throw the cart down maybe, because we got to get this pump off of this thing now. It's not going to be fun. Holy crap, that's heavy. Wow, there's definitely been some leakages there. There's a lot of oil sitting on that guy. It's not too sure clear why yet. But if it's par for the course, it's probably leaking. Darn it, I need to get a garbage can out here. I mean, if it's par for this course, for this, the way this thing's been going, it's probably been leaking out of the seal. Gosh, even that thing's heavy. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Now the fun begins. I think these were 14s as well. So that's not bad. Get out of 13 back. Somewhere have my 14 out. Oh, lost her already. That's not good. Okay, I found it. It was hiding. Those are definitely torqued to spec. Just so you know. Oh, that one was anyways. Holy. So is that one apparently. So once I pull this off, I'm really hoping I don't see a seal on the pressure pump. Oh God, I hope not. I didn't see the fluid go down much on that, so if you lose oil on that, you're definitely going to see the fluid go down. It's going to drop a lot, I would think. So, anyways. Now, if I can get it off this and off the shaft here, whoop, maybe she'll come off. Maybe she'll come off nice. Yeah, still good. Okay, that is good. I don't see any excessive oil in there. There's a little bit slung around there, but not a pile. So that's good. I'm happy with that. Glad that came off. Not too bad. Doesn't look like the seal's leaking here. The main engine seal. Let's get you off the TP here. The engine seal's looking good there, so it's got to be leaking out of this gasket here. Oh, you stay there, you butthole. Well, you know what? I'm not sure. Oh! It's really hard to tell, but it's all wet now, right? So I wonder if it's just kind of, well, I'm going to leave it on the bench here maybe and just prop it up. I'll get it nice and clean here. And I know it's just not from overflow from when I filled it up, but because I clean everything off real good, right? So it looks like it might be it's leaking out of that gasket. I could just probably tighten these guys up, but like I was saying, I wasn't super happy with this engine, the way it starts sometimes, and then it would run good, pressure washing along, and I don't turn the pressure washer like 9,000 psi. It's turned down. Could be leaking out the front too. It's turned down. So okay, so what I'm gonna do, wait a minute, I'm getting distracted here. So the pressure washer is like the pump's turned way down. There's not a whole pile of pressure there. So, you know, it's not really working that hard, but all of a sudden it'd be, and just, that's it. Really? Not hard to start again. I'm like, what the heck? If it had a valve problem, it wouldn't run at all. You know, so it's like, what the heck's going on here? So I'm going to use my little leftover bits here. A little platform. I'm going to put you on a tripod because I'd definitely drop you when I lift this guy up here. What I want to do is a nice pressure clean towel. Like that. And where's that key? Need that. And this thing I'm just going to prop up as if it was sitting there, like that. That's pretty good there. That little seal is hanging over, so if it's going to leak anything, it probably won't. No, my luck, it probably won't. But if it's going to leak, it'll leak there. So, all right. Well, let's get the, boy, I could probably just use these again, I guess. I don't know, they're kind of chintzy. Oh, no, wait a minute. Hold the phone. I think we need to first get this thing, mounted on the pressure washer pump. Probably really should have painted my counter so it doesn't absorb all that junk, but anyways. So this Honda I've had for, oh boy, well, I've worked cemetery for 16 years. Whoop, there you go. Worked there for 16 years. I bought it when I worked there. I was already dating my wife. Bought it when I worked there, and I put it on an old go-kart frame from like miles ago. Ran it on that for a wee while because I had an old Tecumseh on it, and it shook the crap out of you, so I got one of these because I knew they were a lot better balanced. And yeah, it's been good. So, all right, we're just going to clean things up here a little bit. Should fit right in the same. Looks like it's all good. Get these in a bit closer here. Looks like it's all good there. Should fit any way really. Okay. And I just want to give the pump a little clean in here, just to prevent goop from making a mess. Now there's a set screw in there, and I don't know why I never put it in unless it fell out. Sometimes that happens. You should really Loctite them in, but I don't understand really why they think you need to. I guess so it doesn't rattle on the shaft, but you know what? Maybe I better better get a set screw for it. I do have some. And I'll get some Loctite maybe just to hold it in there too. And yeah, okay, I gotta go down to the other building though and get my set screw kit. Alright, we got the set screw kit, and how does this work now? I forget. Set screw kit. And this is a 160 piece. But I actually got 2 kits and put it together or something. Because, you know, you look at it, it's like, what, really? You only give me like 3 of those? When I got, you know, whack of them now. Okay, so we gotta find the right one. Ooh, boy. Might be this one. Gotta get some Allen keys over here. Out of this other kit. Ugh. Gotta get a better set of Allen keys. These should be, I think, electric. Oh boy, this is a weird set. That's not gonna work. Let's see what we got on door number 2 here. I think it's probably this one. Nope. There's our donkey. That'll do, donkey. Okay, I'm not sure if this is the right one though. Right here. That doesn't feel right. The thing is, I don't think it's that coarse. Nope. And you just can't see it either. That'd be too small. Those are miles too big. Wouldn't think there'd be that much to choose from. But apparently there is. So the only one I got is 1/4 inch by 28. That's going to work in there, but I think that thread's too small. It's too tight. Now, I don't remember if this come with anything, but oh, that's not going to work in there. Maybe that's why it never got one. So what I'm going with here is bloody Chinese stuff, probably. I'm trying not to dump these. These ones here are too fine. These ones next door here are too coarse. Threads. Of course, these are just too big. So that sucks. That's too small. That's like the right size. These two are like the right size, but not the right thread. Come on, people, really? Okay, let me just check my countertop over there. Maybe it came in a baggie when I got that. I kind of doubt it, but I'll double check. All right, well, I guess I was running it without a key in it, or not a key, set screw. The old pump never had a set screw. It's solid. This one has a hole for one, but I apparently don't have a metric set, I guess. These are all SAE set. So that sucks. Oh, for corn flakes. And I've got nothing else other than that. So anyway, I guess we won't bother. It's not so good, but anyways, it's something we gotta do. So I'm going to, well, not with that. Okay, what do I got? I need to get some lube for this. So if it ever needs to come off again, it will. Darn it. I've got like a can of fluid film here, but it kind of, as you can see, I dropped it and it broke the top off it. that didn't work, so maybe I got enough. Here I can just kind of spread some sheep grease to it. That'll work. Yeah, dropped it on the floor there and just went, I'm like, oh, you kidding me there, bud? So we'll sheep grease this up nice. I call it sheep grease. It's got lanolin in it, sheep oil. I don't know how they squeeze a sheep for that, but anyway, poor guy. I'm a sheep squeezer from way back. So we won't need our Loctite. I guess we won't need this Allen key now. Put him back in. It was a 7/64, by the way. If anybody wants to send me a nice set of metric set screws, I'd love you for a long time. No, I'm just kidding. Teasing you. Okay, so we should probably sheep grease the inside there too, because it is already a bit kind of messed up. And we'll get a bolt and two ready here. And these actually probably should be Loctited on. So I got a bit here still. Just because of the vibrating factors of the pump. Oh yeah, you're gonna do that now, aren't you? Oh, I think I scored it. Looks like it's gonna move. Looks like it's gonna mount there now. It does have a lock. Oh, even those bolts are gonna work. I think. Now, you're not gonna stay there, are you? You don't want to participate. There, we'll block you up. All right, can you guys see what's going on here? Let's zoom in a bit. All right. Yeah, these have lock washers already on them, but yeah, those threaded in. Can't believe it. So far, nothing else has worked. Although, mind you, we haven't tightened it down yet. That is the blue Loctite, which is like removable stuff. Alright, here goes nothing. So yeah, I apologize for not having too much other than gameplay video up for you. I've had, boy, we were at my sister's house, who lives in town here, not my Halifax sister. We were at her place for dinner. Dinner was great and everything, super yummy, turkey dinner, all this stuff, ham, it was good. And boy, we get into dessert and I'm like, man, I feel like I got water in my nose, what the heck? Did I snort some of this juice up or something we were drinking? I'm like, that's weird, and you know, never really thought anything of it. And then we get going home. This is Christmas, 25th, Christmas Eve, right? Get going home and I'm like, oh yeah, something's not going right here with my nose. So sure enough, I get home and I use those cold effects, they're pretty good. Yeah, don't tighten these up too much. That's why I put Loctite on them, because it is only aluminum. And so I get home, take some cold effects. Whoo boy, the next day, wow, we had like the cold fever chills going on. And nose was stuffed up super great. That's 29 foot-pounds, by the way. Nose was stuffed up, and boy, I was pretty much to New Year's when I was like, yeah, I'm finally feeling better. Oh man, it sucked. And I haven't had a cold for like 4 years. It's been like really nice. But this one just instant. I'm like, you turd. You snuck in and took over my face. But anyways, okay. I think that should be decent. So now we got to get it back on the cart. There comes the fun part. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to turn it this way because I already got the thing kind of going that way. And hopefully the bolt pattern is the same. So, now, and this is something too, I won't be able to try until spring, of course, you know, figures. But one of these days I want to tear this engine out and see what's kind of going on. If those bolts are maybe just loose on the bottom, but we'll tear it right down. I love tearing engines apart, maybe throw it back together. I don't know, maybe we'll run it until with no oil until she just explodes. That'd be kind of cool. I hate doing that to a fairly decent engine, but it's giving me a lot of grief that one. I had no care for it. Okay, so this should go back on. Actually, you know what? It looks like when they built this cart, they should have welded it to this part of the frame because it looks to me like it's where the feet are. All this weight pushing down has kind of pushed that guy up a bit. So kind of the flat plate, and then kind of, it should be all right. It shouldn't make a difference, but okay, here we go. If I can find a good place to grab. Oh man, I think that's heavier than the other one. Holy crap. Okay, I think we're fairly close there. We got a solid one here and then it's slotted on the front. So I can bring it up a fair bit there, so that'll work. But now these bolts, I guess they were holding on fine before. I mean, even their washers they're not even the right size for Pete's sakes. Like, really? Like, look at the, okay, I might go find some better bolts for that, although those are fine threads. I don't even know if I really have anything. What to do, boys? What to do? Oh man. Do I put the old crappy hardware back on, or... Well, I'm kind of surprised this pressure washer cart hasn't fallen apart yet with the chintzy crappy welds they put on things too, right? Like, I know it's been a tradition forever. People say, oh gosh, that thing's made in China, that thing's garbage. Well, you know what? China, bring your crap up a bit. And make better stuff, and then you'll lose that. Oh, that was made in China, you don't want that. You know, like washers, for instance. Like, what is that? That's not even the right size. Like, take some pride in your work. A little bit even, you know. But no, cheap Chinese, right? They just want in and out, gone. Give me your $3. I mean, I hate bashing them like that, but get rid of your junk and make decent stuff. Now, I'm not saying everything's junk. They do make some good stuff, okay? Some is decent. But a lot of stuff is like, why do you even waste the materials on making a piece of junk when you could have used that better material? You could have used that material to make a better piece of something for somebody. You know, like you go to the dollar store, here comes a rant. Here comes a rant. You go to a dollar store and all you see is freaking garbage. Really? So you spent all that money to make this garbage, we'll say, I don't know, like a kid's toy or something, that they get out of the package and it's freaking broken or it's already broken. You know, they use it for 3 minutes and it breaks. Like, really? So you wasted all this plastic to build this, say, whatever robot, and it lasts the kid 3 minutes and then it's junk? Come on, man. Like, get some pride in your freaking work. But anyways, rant over. So, maybe I'll pop down and see what I got. For bolts, that length, they're going to be, of course, they're thread, but I mean, it'll still hold. I'll be back in a minute. Got to cool off now. I'll rant it out. Okay, we actually got some on the floor hardware. Blooper. On the floor hardware, we actually got some 5/16 bolts with actually washers that fit. They're a little long, but that's okay. And I'm gonna put a lock washer and a lock nut. And actually I did that wrong. The engine, and then another one of them, and one of them. And I might even thread lock it too. So we got 1, 2, 3 ways of locking this guy. And these are actually nice. Really good stuff. So, I think they're going to be a little bit long. But it's better too long than Chinese stuff, I think, myself. And I'm not bashing the Chinese because they do make some decent stuff. But some stuff should never even hit the stores because it is so bad. Okay, this is hard to do. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that now, aren't you there, bud? Okay, I need someone to help me hold this thing down because I gotta hold the engine down. I gotta hold the bolt from coming up through. Darn it. Okay, just it now. We're going that. And then I gotta hold the bolt so I can thread the nut on. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that didn't stay off too long. It's getting cold out, I guess. Okay, I think I got her started. Oh, what a nightmare that was. Woo-wee! Okay, so we're going to actual 1/2-inch tools here now. I'll just get this somewhat snug down so it'll stay put. Oh, nose is running again. Holy jumping, I went out to get these bolts and oh my goodness, it was like blinding snowstorm. We're getting snow squalls, they call it here today, which is essentially it's picking up moisture off the Great Lakes. And that'll hold it. Picking up moisture off the Great Lakes and dumping it on top of us. Well, that's enough for 2 bolts. Off in a bubble. Okay, so we'll do the back one here. There. Another flat washer and a lock washer and another lock nut. So yeah, I apologize for not having any video other than gameplay stuff up, because man, I was sick, and like I say, I'm not normally sick like that, so that was kind of weird for me because I'm usually pretty good for keeping myself healthy. I think we're going to flip that around after. Maybe do that now. If I could get her in the right spot here. My little drainer doesn't look like it's going to line up where I wanted it kind of to be, but anyways. Yeah, and the weather's just been crap too, you know, so it's hard to get anything going really, but anyways. Got some yummy, juicy stuff on. You would not believe the price of this stuff in this country. Holy crap. This little tube, 6 milliliters, which isn't much, is like $9 up here. If you want like the big squeezy jug of it, it's almost 30 odd bucks for that. That seems kind of excruciating to me, and I don't generally use a lot of that stuff, but I don't know why it's so expensive. It's nothing, basically like a glue kind of sort of thing, right? But it's a name you're paying for. Okay, I think we're all bolted on. Fairly good and close there. Let's see if I can get her back as far as I can. If it sit there, that would hit my drain. It's just not, yeah, that'll work there. At least it'll drain. I'll show you that in a second. It's actually pretty good there. Okay. So this would be a good spot here for some nice ratcheting tools. They have air on them. But I enjoy the fun of trying to get it cranking on there, right? This poor engine sat under my shelf under the bench there at the other garage for a lot of years. Could be a lot of threads sticking out the bottom of these guys, but my next size down was the next size that they have, and it was too short, I think. And I got 14, that's not going to help much. There we go. Oh, now this one's too short. Okay, hang on, I gotta change this to a longer 1/2 inch. I knew that was gonna happen, and that's of course 1/4 inch drive. Knew that was gonna happen. Alright. Well, can't get under there with a extension on it. Darn it. Oh, and this little kayak's up too. Okay, that'll hold them. And we'll zip this guy on here. On the wrong way. What the crap? Okay, what is going on? This thing is messing up. You'd almost wonder if I've used a wrench before. I have. I think. It's not used to the little 1/4 inch wrenches. It's messing me up. Oh, come on. Every time it clicks back into the middle. Gotta hold the little clicking mechanism. Hold it. Okay, well, shimmy it around again here. Yeah, but I see, you know, like from putting it down all the time, it's kind of bent that plate up a bit. They should have welded it here and there. Just done. Because I could, you know, spend this much money on a machine, you gotta fix it, rebuild it half the time. Really doesn't make a whole pile of sense to me, but. So we'll do another video the other day. Tear that engine apart. See what's going on. Maybe today I'll just see if those bottom cover bolts are loose. Maybe, I bet you they're loose. It probably rattled itself to death. But you know, even comparing bolts from that engine to this engine, these are like way different. And I bet you that one too is like their little, remember we did the video where I took apart the 5.5 horse Honda and that 5.5 horse Chinese one, the Power Fist, and everything was pretty much identical, except the camshaft gear was plastic in the Power Fist. 29 foot-pounds. There we go. All right. That should be good. See, another thing too with this little plate kind of being bent up, it makes it sit lower too, and then, you know, we got our oil there in a good spot, but it should be kind of up here more. So I don't know if that's something that I can maybe step on, bend straight. I don't know. I guess I could clean it off and put a couple of spots of weld on it too, but it's a little bit funky there. So, all right, well, let's get her down on the ground. I don't even remember what's in this thing for oil now. Let's have a look-see. Let's see the clarity mostly. Well, it's a little dirty. There's a lot in there too. Probably because it's sitting back a bit. It smells kind of grody. Probably needs a change, but I like to get things running. I don't really want to put gas in this now because it's sat without gas for a long time. So we'll do that in the spring, maybe do that in our day. But anyways, we'll pull this guy down. This is gonna suck because this thing I think is really heavy now. Feel like it's really heavy anyways. Felt really heavy putting this thing on. Oh, at least it's going down. Oh, my hernias. Oh, my hisnias. Why do they call it hernia? I'm a guy. That should be a hisnia. I see for a lady, though, she's got a hernia. Well, she's got a hisnia. I don't know. Okay, this is... Oh, I'm not looking forward to this at all. There's nothing to grab to. Oh, I have a good chiropractor. Yeah, I can see that thing's really bending though, so I'll probably give that a touch of weld. Maybe I'll see if I can give her a bit of a pull up here. And then a little better, but still a little low there. But anyway, that's good. Well, let's finish up today here. We'll maybe see these little bolts are a little looser. Maybe it's got a ruptured gasket, although it's not leaked anything there though. So I don't know, maybe it was just dribbling out of the, who knows. They seem fairly tight. I don't think that's the problem. I don't think it's leaking out of the gasket. I don't know. But it's definitely a better engine that I put on here. I think I'll be like way more happier with, you know, just fire it up. Let's fire it up and get at her. Alright, so that's about it for today. Just want to see what's going on out here. Blinding snowstorm still. Oh no, it's cleared up a little better. That's good. Oh, it's nice and warm in here though compared to out there. It's warmed up pretty good. Gosh, I want to get this insulation done. This is driving me nuts. That probably would have only turned on maybe once, twice maybe, that heater, if this was well insulated in here the way it should be. Oh, we'll get to her. I know. But anyways, yeah, so probably our next video, maybe we'll just tear this guy apart, see what's going on inside. You know what? Maybe today Well, I like to get the oil to drain out of it, because I don't know, I think it might have been, it could have been coming out of even these caps, dribbling down. I don't think it's super full. There's a little bit coming out there, but now I did change it, but you know, these things could have leaked a bit or something. They're all tight, but it's fairly fresh oil. But I mean, I could put this in my other Honda here, but change it with that. But I really don't like the idea. He might get a cold, you know, he might give him a cold. So I don't know if I do that or not, but should probably get that oil drained into a draining vessel of some sort. So maybe we'll do that today too. Hang on a sec. Alright, so I got an appropriate oil containing bucket of some sort here. Of some sort. We'll just get this drained out, I guess, today. Maybe. And like I say, this oil was fairly new. Well, I just changed it in the fall there, so it's brand new oil, but just like maple syrup. Yummy stuff. Maybe I'll dump it back. I don't know. I don't really like the idea of that, but it's good thick stuff here anyways. We'll have to let it drain out for a couple of months at least until we get back at it. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. It's fairly soon probably. I want to tear it apart and have a look inside. This thing's had probably, oh, it might have 50 hours on this engine now. Be interesting to look inside and see what's going on in there, right? And I don't think there's anything wrong with like the mechanics of the engine. It's more like the carburetor sucks. I kind of sort of think that the carburetor can't keep up to how much it's drawing. Like it can't bring the fuel in fast enough. I think it was kind of like it would run, because I kept the engine running fairly fast, but turned the pressure down. Not full throttle, but enough that it was working, you know, fairly good. And I don't think that it was allowing enough fuel to come out of the tank in fast enough. So anyways, that's going to take some dribbling. I think I could just maybe bring it a little further. Yeah. As long as the world doesn't tilt the other way, we'll be fine. And we'll drip that maple syrup out of there. Oh, that stuff's so sweet. Oh, that's nice. Kind of looks dirty though, doesn't it? Like it's darker. But that's stuff I just put in, so I don't know. I'll probably just get newer stuff put in that one. Those Hondas seem to like to run on that straight 30 grade stuff. Where this I think is a 1030, maybe, I can't really remember now. But anyways, we'll let that dribble out and we'll head her out for today. So I thank you for watching, and hopefully I didn't bore you to death by changing some bolts, but we got her, I think, a better engine on her now. So good pressure, where do we go here? Good pressure washer pump. Move the shoulder, Bill. Good pressure washer pump, and good motor on it now, so it should be good. But anyways, catch you all later. Thanks again for watching, and you guys have a good day.